Everyone dreams of making it to the NBA. Millions of kids grow up shooting on cracked driveways, counting down imaginary seconds. 3, 2, 1, hoping one day the world will know their name. But here's the cold truth. For every player who makes it, thousands disappear. Not because they weren't talented, not because they didn't love the game, but because they didn't have the habits, the invisible daily choices that separate legends from the forgotten. Talent gets you noticed. Habits keep you there. The real difference between a star and a memory isn't what they do under the lights. It's what they do in the dark. Basketball careers don't end on game nights. They end in practice, in small decisions, in routines that either build you up or slowly break you down. Kobe Bryant had a name for it: the separation. That invisible line between those who dream and those who do. The habit of obsession. Kobe's obsession wasn't normal. It wasn't just hard work. It was devotion, the kind that makes you uncomfortable. He used to start his first practice at 4 a.m. While his teammates were asleep, he was already drenched in sweat. By the time they showed up for morning practice, Kobe had finished 3 workouts. When people asked him why, he said, "If I train 4 times a day while everyone trains once, in 5 years, I'm untouchable." That's not arrogance. That's math. Obsession isn't something you're born with. It's a habit you build. It's waking up tired and doing it anyway. It's shooting 500 jumpers after a loss. It's refusing to leave the gym until you fix what broke. Kobe's teammates used to laugh until they realized that's what greatness sounds like at 4 in the morning. It's not loud. It's the quiet bounce of a basketball in an empty gym. Obsession isn't glamorous. It's lonely, repetitive, and often painful. But that's what makes it rare, because every rep done in the dark shines in the light. The habit of humility. Giannis Antetokounmpo once said, "When you think you're great, you stop getting better." He wasn't just talking about basketball, he was talking about life. Humility is the foundation of growth. It keeps greatness alive. It reminds you that no matter how good you are, there's always someone out there who's hungrier. Giannis went from selling watches on the streets of Athens to becoming an NBA MVP. Not because he thought he was special, but because he kept learning. Even after winning championships, he said, "I'm not the best. I'm chasing the best." Michael Jordan had that same hunger. He studied every weakness, not just his own, but everyone else's. He treated every game like an exam, every defender like a puzzle. And LeBron James? He might be the most physically gifted player ever, but his greatest weapon isn't his body, it's his mind. LeBron watches more film than almost anyone in the league. He studies plays, spacing, tendencies, not just his, but the entire team's. That's humility in disguise. The willingness to say, "I don't know enough yet." Because the moment you stop being a student, you stop growing. The greats understand this. Ego kills progress. Curiosity builds dynasties. The habit of recovery and rest. Everyone loves the grind, the workouts, the sweat, the hustle quotes. But very few talk about the other half of greatness: recovery. Some players burn out by 28. Others dominate into their late 30s. What's the difference? Habits. LeBron spends over $1.5 million a year on recovery. Cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, sleep analysis, massage therapy, nutritionists. That's not luxury. That's investment. He understands one truth. You don't build greatness in the gym, you build it in recovery. Every jump, every sprint, every contact play tears the body down. What rebuilds it? Sleep, rest, nutrition. Kobe's philosophy was rest at the end, not in the middle. But even he understood that recovery wasn't weakness. It was preparation. He iced, stretched, slept strategically. Because even the Mamba knew, burnout kills legacy faster than failure. Shaquille O'Neal once admitted, "If I took care of my body like Kobe did, I'd be even greater." That's not regret. That's a warning. The best players treat their bodies like temples, not machines. Because when the lights fade, your habits are the only things keeping you standing. The habit of leadership. No player becomes a legend alone. Basketball might be 5-on-5, but true greatness lifts everyone around you. Leadership isn't always about speeches. Sometimes it's about example. LeBron leads with IQ, understanding every angle, every decision. Kobe led with intensity, demanding more than anyone thought possible. Steph Curry leads with joy, turning pressure into confidence, teammates into believers. Different styles, same habit. Leadership is consistency. It's showing up every day with the same energy, even when no one's watching. True leaders don't just chase stats. They build culture. They make others better. And in the end, that's what makes championships happen. You can't fake leadership. It's born from respect. And respect is built on habits. The truth about greatness. Here's the truth. You don't need to be born great. You just need to build great habits. The habits no one sees. The ones that don't go viral. The ones that don't trend on social media, but live in the quiet hours before sunrise. Because every legend you know, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Giannis, they didn't just chase greatness. They built it, one habit at a time. When you see the highlights, the dunks, the trophies, remember this. Those are just the results. The real story was written in silence. So if you want to build your own legacy, don't start with dreams. Start with discipline. Start with habits. Because greatness isn't luck. It's repetition. It's focus. It's doing what others won't. For as long as it takes. Every champion was once just a kid in an empty gym who chose to keep going.